Do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go, let's go! Reset! 19! 54! Check me out! 94 is the mark! 94 is the mark! Watch the out!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tyler. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Reset! 19! Here we go, here we go. Cut his left. Cut his left. Hey, hey, hey. 24! 3 down, 3 down. 94!
From the 50, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On 1st down. Boom. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really won.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And here's Collins throwing on 3rd and long. That one complete to Hill. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room. And
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 3rd down, Collins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Randall. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, throw left side, complete. It's Tyler. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Watson now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Mason complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Texans first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
On first down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Texans 21, Chiefs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again, which
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mason. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
Now Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Collins now on first and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Collins going to throw again. They complete it to Hill. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Let's get it. On the set.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing is Collins to throw on third down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Reset. Let's go. Tight end left, tight end left. Four down, four down.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Back to throw, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a middle-order guy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
49 the mic. Delta. Pick me up. Here we go.
Collins, a final shot before break. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know. Pause. Mike 5.
And here's Collins, looking to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's 49. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. 49's the Mike. Watch 49 go.
Looking to throw. Collins. And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Collins now throwing on 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. This is taken at the 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
94 is the the mic. 94 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and 2, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. Nope.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
51, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 49 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Collins throwing on first down, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Collins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to the air, Watson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll try the left side. Pearson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Off. 50's the mic. Ready. You're out. Watch the safety creep. No. Off. Watch the edge. Shoot. Travel.
On second down, this is Harris. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Big edge.
Throwing is Collins, operating from the gun. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Looking to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
65, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this path.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
I smell fear in that offense. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Get a roll.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Go. Please. 22, check.
Collins from the gun, he'll throw. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw. Collins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing something.
Looking to throw. Collins. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Throwing now. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's a lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And here's Collins throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 49's the mic. Watch 49. All day, every day, any day. Bravo. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. I'm trying to collect. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 40.
Collins now operating from the gun, being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
What's that? 19. 6 right there. 56. Blue down. Go.
And Watson's going to throw it here. A dump underneath to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Rabbit.
Here's Watson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line. execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.